you're a developer who codes with AI using GitHub Copilot CLI or Claude Code as your pair programmer, here's what's new. Dataverse is now your data platform with first-class support in both of these coding agents, an open-source plugin that teaches them how to build and manage Dataverse. For the maker world, we had business skills in Dataverse. For the developer world, the equivalent is a plugin, a distributable package of skills, scripts, and configurations that you install with one command. The concept is the same: package domain expertise so every developer's agent benefits from it. A Dataverse plugin, a Kubernetes plugin, or anything else. Browse a marketplace, install, and your agent gains capabilities and domain expertise it didn't have. We now have the Dataverse plugin for coding agents. It's open source and gives coding agents deep practical knowledge of how to build Dataverse solutions end-to-end. The skills give the agents knowledge about how to use Dataverse. You describe your intent in natural language, and the agent determines which skills to load, in what order, using which tools. The plugin guides agents on how to connect for environment setup, build your data model, and operate with your data. Now let's see this in action. Here's the prompt I'm going to use. I'm going to build the entire Java construction recruiting system from scratch in just one prompt: tables, relationships, sample data, and an analytical query. Let's watch. Here's the prompt: 5 tables with lookups, a many-to-many, and a self-referential interview chain, 1 Dataverse environment URL, and that's the only human input. From here, the plugin drives absolutely everything. Immediately, the plugin's overview skill fires. It checks for environments and auth, and when neither exist, it automatically loads the connect skill. This is the first thing only the plugin knows to do: what files to check, what their absence means, and what skills to load next. Now, the connect skill runs its checklist: Python, Git, PackCLI, .NET, and Dataverse CLI. It installs the official Dataverse Python SDK, creates the project directories, and copies the plugin's own authentication into the workspace. But why does this matter? Because without the plugin, the agent would write its own auth code, probably pick the wrong SDK package, and almost certainly use JavaScript. The plugin routes it to exactly the right toolchain to use with Dataverse. Authentication is now completed, and the agent handles a tenant mismatch along the way as well. Then it loads the remaining skills: solution, metadata, and data. 6 skills total, each covering a different phase of Dataverse development. The agent then creates a plan of execution and runs a critique loop to ensure it can build accurately in just one go. Now watch what the plugin enables. The agent actually writes a single Python script, and behind the scenes, the metadata skill taught the agent which SDK classes to use for those relationships, and that's why this works in the first run instead of going through a continuous loop of errors. 5 tables, 6 lookups, 1 many-to-many, all in one script. Then it verifies the table structure and proceeds to create sample data using Python as well. Watch the outputs. Positions, candidates, and interviews actually get created first because they don't reference each other. Then interviews, which need lookup to those 3 tables. And finally, feedback, which needs lookups to interviews. That ordering comes from the data skill. The agent also creates sample data that reflects progression of candidates throughout the system. This allows you to easily understand the entire setup. And here's the payoff. With just one single prompt, my entire data system is set up for HR. What used to take days of planning and execution now just takes minutes. From an empty environment to a working recruiting system, the agent brought the reasoning, the plugin brought the Dataverse environment. Here's the full picture. The Dataverse plugin works on top of 4 foundational tools: the Dataverse CLI, Python SDK, Dataverse MCP Server, and PackCLI. The plugin ships 6 skills on top of these tools: overview for routing, connect for setup, metadata for schema, data for writes, query for reads, and solution for lifecycle management. It also includes scripts for authentication and MCP configuration, plus project templates. This gives agents everything they need to build your agentic systems with just natural language intent, and it works identically in Claude Code and GitHub Copilot CLI. Getting started takes one simple command. For Claude Code, add the plugin to your marketplace and then just install. For GitHub Copilot, add it to your Copilot plugin marketplace and install, or just grab it directly from Awesome Copilot. Either way, your coding agents now know Dataverse. Makers author business skills for your process information in the portal and build agents. Developers install the plugin and describe their intent from the command line, both grounded in Dataverse. Same data, same security, same MCP protocol.